Here to give you a little public service announcement. There's some new rules, especially if anybody's having children. It's no longer breast milk, it's human milk. No longer breastfeeding, it's chest feeding. Let's take a look.
Reaction to some of the stuff we talked about earlier, talk about transgender language. This story on the front page of the Times, that midwives have been told to refer to chest feeding rather than breastfeeding and replace the term mother with birthing.
Now, I'll look at the article after we hear Piers. So this is in the UK, like Good Morning America, right? So when he was here, he was a lefty lunatic, and now he's the voice of reason in the UK. This has gone totally insane. Why does it matter if you're in the United States? Who cares, right? Because it's coming. Happens in the UK first, in Europe, and they bring it over here. And they say, oh, they do it in the UK and Europe, so we should do it here.
Parent. Chan on Twitter, I'm transgender myself, and Morgan is 100% correct. This isn't what the majority of trans people ask for, and it hinders our rights, not helps us. That's my point. When 99% of the people...
trans people in the society is a very, very small percentage. And I think everyone should be loved and feel loved. So don't get me wrong here, but we can't segment or plan our whole society out for this tiny group of people. And Pierce is quoting somebody who's saying, hey, we don't want this. Like, who's coming up with this stuff is my question.
In there are breastfeeding. It's nonsense. And this kind of PC cop nonsense with the language has it has the opposite effect to what you think it does. It annoys people.
Yeah, exactly right. It annoys people. It makes me think that people have gone totally insane. They got rid of lead paint, say, I don't know, from the 70s because it caused brain damage and IQ problems. I think it came back in because there's some people with some serious brain damage. If you're going to say you can't say breast milk anymore. Okay, if you're not feeding from, it's not breast milk. Okay, we call it, let's say you can't breastfeed. So you get milk from somebody else. It's just called milk, right? It's not a big deal. It's breast milk still came from a breast, right? It didn't come from a cow. Came from a human breast.
It doesn't bring you on any inclusivity. It becomes exclusive. It alienates people.
So here's one of the many articles in The Sun. Breasts not best. Midwives to told chest feeding instead of breastfeeding, right? Okay, well, what's the big deal, right? Why does it matter? Why does any of this matter? Like I said before, it's always we're the canary in the coal mine, but here's some of the guidelines from the National Health Services. Replace breastfeeding with chest feeding. All right. Breast milk with human milk. It's not going to be lizard milk, of course, so we'll call it human milk. Replace maternity with perinatal. All right. So there's no maternity ward. Why that matters? Does someone complain? Is there a huge outcry somewhere from trans people everywhere saying this is important? Haven't seen it. Maybe there's 5 or dozen people that complained, I guess. There's always wackos in the bunch. Let's keep moving. Some other language changes, so you're up to speed here. Replace woman with woman or person, and replace father with parent, co-parent, or second biological parent. I don't know which one you pick. You have to sort of navigate this system here. I love this. They tweet out, we want everyone that use our service to see themselves reflected in the language we use. Well, they just excluded like 98% of the people because the woman who's breastfeeding her kids is not giving human milk, she's giving breast milk. Coming out of a breast. That's the name of the organ that comes out of. The mammary gland, right? I know we're changing it to chest feeding. Like, I can't breastfeed children. I'm not capable of it. Even if I think I was a woman or I was a trans woman, I'm not breastfeeding. Not happening. I may give them a bottle. Maybe somebody gives me milk or I have some sort of wet maid operation. I don't know.